All right, you guys. So I'm back. I had to redo my video because the previous video that I did, it did not load. All right. So let me start this again. So basically, the question is it hidden museum or the hidden club? Which one is it? The hidden museum or the hidden club? So who got played? You guys, and I'm not gonna say you guys, but those who are FBA followers. Y'all allowed Tariq Nasheed to play in y'all face. And I'm going to say this, mission has accomplished. Mission has accomplished. Because all he got to do is sit back and clap his hands and take y'all money and live a lavish lifestyle, taking care of him and his wife and his kids. He done turned the museum into a club. Can't you believe that? That goes to show this man don't care. This man does not care about the community. He can put out any information and he knows who his audience will be. He know who will purchase his films and who would donate to him. The only thing I can say is as a black community, we lost. We are lost. We don't know where we're going at this point. We allowed ourselves to get played. So I can't put all the finger or point the finger at him. I could point the finger at the people that's continuously supporting him. That's who I point the finger at, not too much of him, because we already know who he is. Y'all support this man. He's giving y'all misinformation. He's missing up information at that. And not too many people is challenging him. Now, those who are challenging him or questioning his sources, they get disrespected. As if they're not allowed to disagree with him. So this the same man who sat up here and disrespected black women. A black woman called in about a year or two ago, asking him about the museum. And he done went in on her, talking bad about her, roasting her. Calling her a bitch Shirley and saying she need to put down the chitlins and all. Then he was on Clubhouse getting into it with a group of black women, calling them bed wenches, non-FBA bed wenches. And this is who y'all support. This is who y'all say that fight for y'all liberation. Liberation how? Then he done had people, brothers coming on there. And he done disrespected them because they questioning him and his logic. It's like people are not entitled to have a decent conversation with him because he's so quick to be disrespectful. I'm surprised ain't nobody punched him in his lips. I'm surprised ain't nobody walked up to him and beat the hell out of his ass. Excuse my language. Oh, not to mention, he slapped a brother in the face. He slapped Taharka Bay. Then he got upset with Professor James Small, because he told him that he does not agree with his rhetoric, agree with some of the stuff that he's doing and how he being very divisive, and then turn around question this man's credibility. And this is who y'all support. This is who y'all support. I'm telling you, this man is playing in y'all face. He don't care. Only thing he care about is that money. The pimp game don't stop. He know how to get to the money. And he know exactly who to run the game on. He know exactly who to run the game on. And he ain't the only one. There's many of them out there like that. Okay? But he happened to be out in the open with it in people's faces. And then he want to make it seem like people don't know what they talking about or they just tripping or whatever. Nah, you know exactly what you're doing. But it's so funny. A lot of people criticize the hell out of Umar Johnson about his school, which people have a right to question the legitimacy of the school. People have the right to wonder if the school is going to be open and where the money is going. They have the right. But if I had the choice, I would rather listen to Umar Johnson before I listen to Tyreek. Because Umar really know his stuff. He knows his information. He knows history better than Tyreek does. He's pretty wise. And Umar makes a lot more sense. Now, I would not be donating to his school, but that may make a lot more sense. But y'all sit there and y'all really support a man who y'all think gives a damn about y'all, and he's playing in y'all face. And he's using y'all to go against other black folks from other countries. Now, if that's not being an enemy, then I don't know what to tell you. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's white supremacy in a black face. That's white supremacy in the black face. But y'all don't see that. Y'all really think that he's supporting the hell out of y'all and he loves y'all. He don't. He's showing y'all that he don't give a damn. He loves y'all when y'all donate money to him. He loves y'all when y'all go to his rallies. That's when he loves you. But he don't care. This man do not care. He's telling y'all all he cares about is the money. That's what he's all about. Boy, if I would have known that a long time ago, I would have never bought none of his DVDs. I stopped listening to Tyreek after Hidden Color 4. That's when I stopped supporting him. Because I was rocking with him from the beginning. But until I started seeing his true colors, I said, nah, I'm good. Because this is the man that shits on the people that supports him. That shits on people that looks like him. He would not challenge white folks the way he challenged black people. Or any other group of people. He would not do that. But then he had the nerve to call out Tommy Sotomayor and say Tommy was too disrespectful towards black women. But the apple don't fall far from the tree. It do not fall far from the tree. How can you call this man out saying that he's disrespectful towards black women, but you doing exactly the same thing that you say he's doing? And then you call this man a coon, but you ain't no different. You ain't no different. You sit up there, this man done sat up here and said some real nasty, disrespectful things regarding to the situation by Tyreek Nichols. The only thing he was worried about is if they FBA or non-FBA. What difference does it make? What difference does it make? They black in America. If you really care so much about black people and racism, all that FBA, non-FBA madness doesn't even matter at the point. You would be about liberation for all black folks. And I can't stand when you got these so-called leaders that's being selective as far as black people is concerned, because what you're doing is you're being a detriment. You're being a detriment, and what you're doing is causing more division and chaos, which will cause more problems. Don't you think there's enough chaos in the black community already? Now you're creating more chaos by having an organization that's similar to Yvette Carnell's, and that's turned on the people in the diaspora. Now there's going to be wars. This is our country. We built this country. Whoopty whoopty woo. You don't get to say this. You don't get to say that. Whoopty whoopty woo. As if there's nobody who has parents or grandparents that's from another country and they was born here in America. He tell that the people that's born here in America, especially that, oh, you not FBA, you know what I'm saying, because your grandparent from another country or your parents from another country, as if they don't have no part being black. This goes to show you how ignorant he is. If you look at countless of black folks black people that were born in America and black people that that came from other countries that was here in America, naturalized, or who had parents that were immigrants, they all fought in the struggle together. They weren't sitting up there worrying about, oh, who's this and who's that, or nah, we gonna depart ourselves from these folks over here because they Caribbean or they African. No, they didn't have time for that. Because in that time period, they was dealing with some serious issues. Okay? Just like the racism in the South, there was racism in the North. These people could not even go to certain places. Did you think the white folks back then gave a damn whether they were Caribbean or African, this and no? They, in their eyes, you are niggas. You can't go over here. You can't work over here. You can't be over here. This is how much money you gonna make. They was trying to form coalitions. They was trying to form movements. Many of our black folks was into communism because they thought that that was the way to get black people out of the state of oppression and get them on accord to where they can combat against capitalism. But it did not work that way for them. But that's what the idea was. I mean, it was something that sounded good, but it did not turn out to be. But they gave it a try. Then he said something about Marcus Garvey. He said something to the brother whose parents from Jamaica, because the brother is from New York, but his parents are Jamaican. He said, well, Marcus Garvey got away from Jamaica because of y'all coons out there. So he got away and he came to America and started his own black nationalism movement because he wanted to get away from y'all. But what he did not tell this brother that Marcus Garvey was focused on the liberation of black people globally. That's what he did not tell his brother. Marcus Garvey didn't just say, well, I'm just going to do this just for black people in America. He said, no, this is going to be for all black folks globally. And I'm going to say this, Pan-Africanism is one of the oldest ideology that's been around. The Pan-Africanism was around before Du Bois came into the picture. Okay? So they was headed on the right direction. And with that being said, it's Pan-Africanism makes more sense than any of the movements today. And we got history to back that up. We got scientific evidence to back that up. Because we see that there is a global connection. And what we all got in common is being African descent. Having ancestors come from Central West Africa. Now, the largest black population is in South America and the Caribbeans. That's where the largest black population is at. But it makes sense because we see the connection. Even when there was a trade from South America and from South America and the Caribbeans to United States, we see that connection. But here it is, you got people that try to keep you divided and want you to go against each other for what? And this man done played in y'all face. He done played in y'all face and y'all went for the okie dokie. That man, you mean tell me all that money he done made off of Hidden Colors, he couldn't open up a damn club himself? He had to take your money and go open up a hidden club and tell y'all that it's a museum? Really? He played in y'all face and y'all went for it. That goes to show you everybody that say they for the liberation of black people, it's not always for the liberation of black folks. That's white supremacy in a black face. If you don't see that, then you just blind. I used to have pity for the black community altogether. But now it's just certain individuals that don't even want to really have the knowledge. They just want to be, they want something to make them feel good. They don't want information to help them. We in an age where it ain't even about getting wisdom anymore. It's about victory. Who can be victorious over a group of people? That's what it's about. And I'm not just talking about with people like Tyreek, but you got those who proclaim to have the knowledge, who give out the right information, but their goal is not to really teach people. It's about showing the next man who's smarter than who and who knows more than who. They don't really care about the information. They don't care about the stuff they present to the folks. All they want to do is take advantage of people and prove to the next man they smarter than them, to belittle them, to throw them under the bus. And we go along with it. We don't question. We don't think about nothing. We just go along with individuals because they are our favorites. Dr. John Henry Clark once said that the problem in the Black community is ego starvation. And that's what it is. The ego starvation is what's killing the Black community. It's what's messing the Black people up. The ego starvation. You gotta prove who's the next man, who's the smartest person in the room, or who can finesse who. That's really messed up. But this is what happened when people go along with the shit. I blame y'all. I don't really too much blame Tyreek. I blame y'all for keep donating the money to him. And I feel like this, that's what y'all get. I'm gonna say that's what y'all get. You got played. You got played. For those of you who are FBA riders, you got played. If y'all don't see that, that is y'all problem. Y'all got played because you allowed this man to take advantage of y'all, and he's smiling y'all faces, and he's sitting back counting up money, living a lavish lifestyle, going on vacation, clapping his hand. He not giving a damn about y'all. He not giving a fuck about y'all. And if you think he really do, you got to be one gullible, stupid person. Because he's showing you, but you're blind and you're not seeing it. And those who are actually trying to do something because they genuinely care about the community, they genuinely care about the people, and they want the people to really know or pick up on information that's going to sustain them, that's going to help them, and they can be able to pass it down to the next generation. They get overlooked at, they get disrespected because they're not popular, or because they don't have money, or they ain't got the look. Don't look. It ain't about popularity. If you care about folks, you ain't gonna worry about all that popularity stuff, because that's gonna come in due time. All you care about is getting the information out. That's all you care about, is getting out that information, making sure people get the sources they need. You're not caring about popularity. You're not worried about too much about money. That's gonna come in due time. When the right people want to come along and they see what you're doing and they know what you're up to and they know where your mind is at and where you headed, they're going to come along and they're going to want to build with you. They're going to want to come along and help you. They're going to want to come along and build your brand. When they see that you're very sincere and you're passionate about what you're doing and they could benefit from it, they're going to come along and help you. You know what I'm saying? And then again, those people may not come along. They may not want to help you out. But anyways, I hope you all have a good one and learn how to peep game. Learn how to peep game at this point. Because if y'all don't see that this is nothing more than ego starvations and people trying to gain victory over people and not really helping the community or helping the people collectively, I don't know what to say, man. I really don't. But y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe. Peace and power, elevation be to all of you. Until next time, I'm out and we'll talk more later. All right. Peace. Thank you.